What is it that you could empower yourself with that space you created by releasing something that no longer serves you? And I think you might remember that I use the analogy of the closet, get rid of something that you don't need in there anymore. So I just want you to think about that as we go through the guided meditation. I'll bring that up. All right, so what I want to do is I'm going to have you scooch up to the front of your seat, and I want you to place your feet flat on the ground, about shoulder width apart. And when you look down, I want you to notice that your knees do not pass your toes. Okay? That means your legs should be forming a nice 90-degree angle. So your knees are right up above your ankles, nice and strong. Then what I want you to do is I want you to gently roll your hips forward. If you watch me, you will see just a very slight movement in my upper body. And I'm just rolling it. I'm rolling it forward and locking it in place, but still allowing that area to be soft, okay? And then I want you to focus on that lower back that you just rocked forward, shooting up through the spine, up through the center of your head, out through your ceiling and into the sky. And that means your whole upper body should be lifted up. And I want you to notice that your chin is parallel to the ground, so you're looking forward. And I want you to practice going wide. I like how Sam Harris says that. Go wide. That means look at nothing in particular in front of you. And I also want you being very aware of your peripheral vision. Look at that peripheral view. Take it all in. So if you're a camera, you'd hit the zoom out phase where you can see much more of your surroundings rather than just the thing in front of you. So it takes practice, but look forward. Don't stare at anything in particular, but look at everything all at once. It's kind of like the practice when I have you listen to all the sounds individually and then listen to all of them collectively. It's the same thing, but with your eyes wide, and we're practicing with eyes open here. And I want you to start breathing in and out through your nostrils and go wide with your vision again. Sometimes you might need to just remind yourself, go wide, so that you can focus a little bit outwards to the sides. See how far you can get with your vision. How far can you get before it just disappears, right? We want to start practicing expanding our vision farther and farther out. How often are we aware of our peripheral vision throughout our day? Conscious living, the art of living consciously and with grace is to see as much as you can and feel as much as you can, right? So go wide again, breathing in and out through your nostrils. I also want you to place your hands on your belly. And as you inhale through your nostrils, your belly should be expanding out, kind of like filling a balloon with air, and your belly being the balloon. Go wide. I want you to add another element. I want you to notice where you feel the breath the most. Maybe it's at the tip of your nose. Maybe it's right here, right up above your upper lip and just below your nostrils. Maybe it's in the rising and the falling of your chest, or even in the back of your throat. Feel that as you inhale and go wide with your vision. Maybe you feel it at the bottom of your belly, but just feel that as you inhale and exhale. I want you to gently close your eyes. And for the remainder of this practice, I'd like for you to keep your eyes closed. And I want you to breathing in and out through your nostrils, filling your belly with that breath of life. And now I want you to consider something. It could be a person, place, thing, event that no longer fulfills you today. What is it you want less of? And I want you to consider removing that from your life. Maybe you want to drink a little bit less coffee. So instead of doing one full mug, you're going to do maybe half of it. But in place of that, you will drink a half cup of warm water so that your body still feels content and fulfilled as you remove something from your body because you know it's not healthy. And then what I want you to do is consider, what is it that you can bring in, something to sustain you for the next day? What is it that you can benefit from that is going to do something better for you. It could be thoughts. Maybe you can challenge yourself to remove negative thoughts and replace with something more uplifting. Instead of saying, for example, maybe I'm going to write a note to myself so I don't forget to bring my X, Y, and Z, and replace that with, I'm going to write a note so that I remember to bring X, Y, or Z. Removing the negative and replacing it with the positive. That's why words of affirmation works. And words of affirmation is really any thought that you have. It could be negative or positive, and we're so easy to think negative. So think of that. Maybe have that be part of your practice today, the giving and receiving and the taking away to make the space for what you receive. Receive the energy that your body needs today from this session to feed your body, mind, and soul, to keep it sustained throughout the day, to remind you that your healing journey is only as strong as what you're ready to receive. And by the way, your body knows exactly what it needs. Your memory will hold on to everything it needs and dump the rest. So even if you might fall asleep during this practice, and your mind will record everything that it needs. Anything you need to remember, you will remember. Allow life to flow. Straighten your back just a little bit more, retilting your pelvis forward. I'd like for you to roll your shoulders up to your earlobes with your eyes closed and slowly roll them back nice and gently and just let them drop. That opens up your chest area so that your lungs can expand fully, and it also straightens your back, puts it in a neutral position. You can breathe better this way. And most people tend to slouch, especially as we get older. It almost seems like they're tired. When you do this, you will be able to create space for your body to inhale better. How is the expansion of your belly coming along as you inhale? Are you filling your belly with that breath of life all the way down to your belly? Allow it to expand as you inhale and allow it to collapse as you exhale, using those muscles to push that breath out through your nostrils. I want you to start noticing if you feel anything tingling, any warmth, and focus that sensation into the areas that you wish to heal with all your intentions of healing yourself. I want you to start noticing the different sounds in your room where you're at. Notice my voice, keeping my voice in the background as your subconscious, noticing each sound individually, like separate instruments in the symphony, each one making its own beautiful sound. And then by picking up a different sound that you're noticing, notice the harmony and the melody that it creates, picking up a third one and a fourth. Just notice that as you bring them all together without judging and just accepting those sounds. How is that creating serenity in your space right now? Notice the feeling of peace and serenity right now, and carrying this feeling, the sensations or the lack thereof, with you throughout the day. Coming back to the breath. Notice how much cooler the air is as you inhale, and then when you exhale, the air is warmer. Feel that at the top of the upper lip. Have you thought of that thing that you are wanting to release? Is it gone? Have you filled it with nurturing and nourishing thoughts? Think of your favorite color. Imagine it. Notice the different shades of it, creating one solid looking color. Look at it to the right and to the left. Look underneath that color. Look on top of it. Does it have a form? Do you see it on certain things, or do you just see the color? If your color had a scent, what would that color smell like, or sound like, or taste like, or feel like? Does it have a texture? Is it smooth? Does it depend? And I want you to start wiggling your toes gently, feeling the ground underneath your feet, underneath your shoes. Is that ground soft? Is it hard? Is it rough or smooth? Is it cold or warm to the touch? Then I want you to ball up your fist, ball up your fingers into a fist nice and tight, and Hold it there for a good 3 to 5 seconds. And then I want you to stretch it out as wide as you can in all directions. Holding that stretch, not too forcefully, just enough to stretch them out as wide as you can. And then ball them back up. We'll just do this a few more times. Keeping your eyes closed and just feeling what you feel. Keep them closed, nice and tight. Now releasing it. And then spreading your fingers out. Holding it out there for a few more moments. Balling them up. Keeping it nice and tight there. Do you feel your fingertips on your palms? Where do you feel your thumb? I want you to slowly open them up and spread the fingers out. Keep them on your lap. Place them on your lap if they already are not. And then just keep your fingers relaxed now. Notice that feeling of just a relaxed sensation on your fingers. Maybe they're curling up a little bit, and that's fine. Feel that change in the sensations and thank your fingers. Thank them for working so hard for you.